is the best way.
Diner haunted. Evil spirit breaks into restaurant and eats double its body weight in food. Oh, do you think Tail did this? Seems like his style.
Sounds like a very hungry criminal came up with a very poor excuse.
What about this one? Paranormal activity reported at exclusive horror immersia. Guests experience haunting within 7 days of screening. It reminds me of when I used to watch horror immersia to train my courage. Whenever there was a suspenseful moment, Tail would jump up and scare me.
Guys, I feel like this is just some sort of prank or a marketing stunt to boost ticket sales. Huahua has been browsing Ghostly Grove for hours. Every time she finds a suspicious incident, she says, "Do you think Tail did this?" Problem is, any suspicious incident could be Tail-related when you think about it.
I feel like Tail is still around. Oh, but if so, why didn't he come back to see me?
He was your Tail for so many years. I'm sure he'd come back to say hi. Or bye.
Anyway, even if you don't find Tail, you're still a great judge. The success of our ghost hunting squad proves it.
Thank you, Miss Gui. I don't really get compliments. Without the encouragement of you squad members, working with you guys has made me feel a little more confident. Oh, but it's hard not to think about the days when Tail was still around. Back then, I was a useless coward. I'd hide at the first sign of trouble. Tail would always complain about it, but he'd also get me out of danger.
Reminds me of me and my brother. Sort of a love-hate relationship.
Hey, look at this!
Did you find Tail?
Hey, look at this!
Is this something Tail would do?
Tail or no tail, it's definitely the work of a heliobus.
Let's hurry up and get to the scene. There'll be trouble to pay if we're too late.
Be careful, everyone. This sounds like a very aggressive heliobus.
Calm down!
I just learned a new technique. I'll use it to end your life.
Unauthorized personnel should keep their distance. It's dangerous here.
Actually, we're not really unauthorized, are we, Judge?
Is that Sushang? And a judge? Why are the 10 Lords commissioned here?
It's a very long story, so let's deal with the problem at hand first.
Mr. Cloud Knight, sir, the 10 Lords Commission will handle this. Thank you for your cooperation.
Understood. Please, take mercy on him.
Don't worry, this sort of thing is our specialty.
See how you like this?
Protect me! Protect me!
Unnecessary.
Stand down.
Seize the moment!
You can't kill me.
I will dispatch you.
Your end approaches.
Let's be friends. Yeah! I'm gonna hold everyone.
Too little.
Yeah!
Tedious. Later, Moonlight.
Judge Huahua, is he all right?
His life isn't in danger, but his hands and feet are spasming, and his speech is incoherent. I think he's experiencing a delusion that he can't snap out of.
I feel like I've been drained of my strength.
Mr. Cloud Knight, sir, are you okay? Can you answer a few questions for me? Do you remember what happened to you?
I think so. Let me think for a moment. I received a report today about an infestation of abominations here at the Alchemy Commission. The captain sent me to clear it out. What happened after that was like a dream? I can't explain it. My weapon suddenly started talking to me. It taught me fighting techniques, which moves to avoid, which moves to use, which stances to adopt to retain balance. Then it told me to relax and let it take control against the enemy.
That sounds just like a Heliopus.
I followed its instructions. To my surprise, it felt like my combat skills had greatly improved. Still, it told me I was incompetent, like a piece of rotten wood. It wanted to find a new apprentice to carry forward the art. It was only then that I realized there was a sword-wielding child beside me, staring right at me.
Lots of children grow up learning to use a sword on the Lafu, but for a child to be walking around with one...
I sure hope we're not thinking of the same person.
I realized the boy was the general's retainer, Yin Xing.
I knew it.
When I heard my sword say the name, I was in disbelief. And then, for some reason, I just attacked Yin Xing.
Are you all right? You should be asking the Cloud Knight.
What happened next was even more outlandish. Yin Xing looked like he was talking to the sword in his hand. He turned around and left without looking back. And my weapon never spoke again.
Not good.
I'll take care of the Cloud Knight. You go after Yin Xing.
The moon shines on the truth.
What was that?
The moon shines on the truth. The moon shines on the truth.
Stay put.
Protect me! Protect me!
Unnecessary.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight, all will be revealed. In lunar flame.
1,000 wonders! Fight as one!
I will fight his set.
Ready for dinner.
Failed to send you.
The moon shines on the truth.
It's Yanqing's sword. I saw him wield it one time when I was doing drills with the Cloud Knights. I heard that Yanqing's sword is a famous weapon crafted by the Artisanship Commission. It resonates with its master, reacting to his movements in battle like it has a mind of its own. He must have encountered some kind of danger, and his sword flew away to find someone to help, right?
Danger? Miss Sushang, don't scare me like that! What kind of evil would be strong enough to pose a threat to Yanqing?
I'm not sure, but the Heliobi are strange creatures. Even the sharpest sword can't cut them.
Uh-oh. I just had a thought.
If it's not auspicious, you'd best not say it out loud.
Based on what that Cloud Knight said, it isn't that Yanqing's in danger. Exactly.
Follow the sword. No matter what, we have to find Yanqing before things get even worse.
Mere worldly possessions.
We've got to catch up with him before things get out of hand.
This is the dock for Dragon Prayer Terrace. Judging by the sword's behavior, that's where Yanqing is.
Should we really be charging over there? Even without a heliobus, Yanqing is a swords master among swords masters.
Are you scared, Sushang? Me too. Compared to the other Heliobi we've dealt with so far, this one seems like it could do some serious damage.
Scared? My mother taught me swordplay as soon as I could walk. I might not be as good as the General's apprentice, but I would never let cowardice dishonor the name of the Cloud Knights or the family sword. But I am worried. If the heliobus possessing Yanqing is too strong, I'm afraid I might not be able to guarantee everyone's safety.
The General has been supporting our ghost hunting squad from the very beginning. It's time to return the favor. Even if it wasn't for the General's sake, as a judge, I can't let a heliobus take over someone as dangerous as Yanqing. Sushang, Miss Gui, Mr. Trailblazer, please help me rescue him. Yanqing is at Dragon Prayer Terrace. Let's go.
Cool it!
Let's wait and see.
Watch this.
What are all these swords doing in Dragon Prayer Terrace?
It must be a heliobus illusion. Shouldn't we ring the harmonic chime and see if we can talk to Yanqing inside the illusion?
Illusion? Since each of you can see it, wouldn't that mean you'd fallen into the illusion as well? Don't be alarmed. To me, this sword formation is a precious arsenal. When I gaze upon any one, 1,000 sword fights dance before my eyes. The swordplay far exceeding anything I have learned. And better yet, they welcome those who wish to pursue higher realms with open arms. The General? You lie! I've already finished my assignment at the Alchemy Commission. I have no further orders. This is my own time. I came here to learn from Master Apira. To learn from these swords.
Apira? That heliobus's name is Apira?
Correct. Master Apira promised to show me the flaws in my swordplay and how to take it to the next level. That's why I brought them to Dragon Prayer Terrace, where I suffered my most serious setback.
Young one, with me, everything will be different. Whether it be Imbibitor Lunae, the Stellaron Hunters, or that woman, your accomplishments will exceed them. You will be matchless, without limits.
Matchless without limits. You're just in time. The swords have taught me something already. I'd like to see how sharp my skills have become. My skills are lacking.
You're in trouble now.
I've been through countless defeats. But with Apira as my master, no longer.
Cleansing dragon.
Why is he attacking us? 1,000 wonders. Fight as one.
Heaven's servant, break! The dead return! Oh, Grace.
Come get me.
Nothing major.
Watch out. Feeling spiffy? Let's be friends. Let's
Heavens, rise!
A sword fight must be fought with sincerity of heart and mind. Give it your all.
Lieutenant Yanqing, snap out of it! We don't want to fight you!
But I want to fight you, and we're just getting started. Cut through the ranks. Ha! Their skills are nothing compared to mine. What can I learn from any of them?
Then, why not hack them down right here?
Hack them down? I thought we were just sparring.
The laws of the battlefield are no different from the laws of the universe. Life for victory, and death for defeat. Swordsmanship is the art of victory, and only the victorious swords can be passed on. Swords defeated are buried among the barren wastelands.
But
You're resisting me? Rid yourself of these needless notions of clemency. How can you move forward without casting these distractions aside? Raise your sword.
Life for victory and death for defeat, huh? All this talk of laws of the battlefield and the universe. You think that gives the appearance of a Grand Master? You're just using someone else's ambition to satisfy your own desire to shed blood. This Xuan Yuan sword in my hand has been passed down through my family for generations. When my mother gave it to me, she said, "The bread may bake, but the heart remains." And for a long time, I had no idea what she was talking about. Today, I just realized I misheard her. I think she actually said, "The edge may break, but the heart remains." Probably. The Lieutenant Yinqing, the winner and loser of this battle, have yet to be determined. Don't give me that "there's no point in fighting any longer" speech.
This little wench's fighting spirit is on fire. Young one, since she insists on fighting, will you give her our answer?
I won't back down!
Mrs. Shang, you...
This is between fellow Cloud Knights. Losing a fight isn't a big deal, but if I abandon my fellow soldiers and bring dishonor to the Knights, how could I wield my sword again? Granted, I might not last more than a few moves. You guys go get the general, quickly! I'll try and hold him off until he gets here.
Sushong, my bestie. Why is she so stubborn? Still, that was pretty freaking cool.
A spiritfarer told me that the general is still in Victual Garden. Let's hurry! I think the only one that can break Yanqing's illusion is Jing Yuan himself.
It's all yours.
Is something the matter? You seem out of breath. A heliobus that creates illusions for the sole purpose of instructing someone in swordplay. I wouldn't mind learning a few tricks from them myself. Unfortunately, it sounds like this one is a little too aggressive to be a decent sparring partner. This is not an adversary that someone as young as Yanqing is equipped to deal with.
General, We need to move fast. If we wait any longer, I'm afraid that Sushang might be...
I can understand your sense of urgency. But before I leave, I have a question for Cirrus, who has been listening this whole time. I trust you are familiar with Apira.
Naturally. Among the Heliobi, Pyra manifests the courage and warring spirit of Ignimar. They are the most aggressive of all the fragments. But who is this swordmaster? Who is Yanqing?
My apprentice.
No wonder I smell a hint of sadness in you. In order to rescue his incompetent apprentice, the master must fight on the battlefield himself. I must say, I'm very envious of Apira.
You know the flavor of sadness, but not its meaning. An apprentice obsessed with victory and defeat has lost his mind to a heliobus, and is now trying to shortcut his way to mastery of the sword. This is my failure to him as a master. And the source of grief you see in me now.
Then you should hurry. Apira has an insatiable bloodlust. Once they've enslaved your mind, they can make you turn against your friends, your kin, even your own master. Go! I don't wish to delay your death match with your apprentice.
Sushang is awaiting our timely arrival at Dragon Prayer Terrace. Let's go.
Let's wait and see.
Watch this.
Lieutenant of the Seat of Divine Foresight. Is that the best you can do? And I was thinking I'd be done for the moment you drew your sword. I didn't think I would last this long. I'm not half as bad as I thought.
Young one, you're hesitating again. You're always hesitating. Your opponent is no match for you, yet they have managed to fend you off for this long. As a swordsman, have you not any pride? Do you want to repeat the disaster you suffered at Dragon Prayer Terrace? It's time to finish it. Only blood can cleanse the shame of the sword.
He won't do it.
General!
Young one, your old teacher has arrived. Under his tutelage, you never experienced true failure. But after suffering your first major setback, your confidence in your swordsmanship has been faltering. You worry that the general is disappointed in you. You worry that you don't have what it takes to be the person the general wants you to be. Now, show him what I have taught you. He'll be very proud of your progress. Tell him that with your sword, you will bring victory to the Xianzhou.
With my sword.
Yanqing would never draw his sword on me to prove himself. I have confidence in him. This confidence is not a belief that he will win every contest. It is a belief that he will one day break free from the paradigm of victory and defeat and realize his true reason for wielding the sword. the pleasure of swordsmanship, the saving of life, and the dispatchment of enemies. This truth must be discovered by himself. No one can teach it to him. Now is the time for him to take that step.
General,
Break free from victory and defeat? Those are just empty words to comfort the dead and the defeated. Think of your crushing defeat at Dragon Prayer Terrace. Think of how you felt then, teetering on the brink of death. If the sword of that Stellaron hunter had pierced your flesh, you wouldn't be standing here pondering the meaning of victory and defeat. Now is the time to break all your chains. Draw your sword on your master, to the general who is trying to imprison you. Draw your sword.
General, allow me to demonstrate my swordsmanship. I hereby challenge you. Apyra, I challenge these swords to battle!
Young fool, how disappointing. Your accomplishments would have been limitless. But you were led astray by empty idealism. None of that matters anymore. While teaching you, I studied your every move inside out. And now you wish to throw down the gauntlet. Very well. In your own image and with your own techniques, I will teach you one final lesson. Your sword play, every stroke and sway, I've committed it all to memory. Now, allow me to demonstrate with merciless intent how powerful I am.
No, Yang Qing. Conceal your form and hide your intentions. Don't fall for their distractions.
Understood.
You chose the wrong eternal state.
And return!
Let's be friends. Yeah, let's go.
Heaven's surge. Heaven's rise.
I'll see you off.
Yeah, I'll go easy this time. Feeling spiffy?
Heaven's surge. Break. Awaken the world-cleansing dragon.
Nothing major. Receive divinity.
Do not fret.
Welcome, customers. Let's
The strength. Heaven's surge. Celestial dragon. Break.
I failed.
One hit, one stroke of luck, one victory.
Impressive. I am bested.
Ew, it's about time we got this guy into the gourd.
General.
I know what you wish to say, Yang Qing. We can move past the melodrama.
Then, to the rest of you, thank you for bringing me out of that daze. Especially you, Miss Sushang.
Why does does everyone that gets heliobust love to apologize for it? You're the victim here. They're the ones stirring up chaos. It should be me thanking you for holding back during our battle. Or maybe, just maybe, it's due to a sudden skill improvement? Don't you think?
She went toe-to-toe with the General Star pupil. I'd be pretty pleased with myself, too. We're gonna need to get you a front-page news story for this one. Heck, let's get some billboards!
So, you've made it your daily mission to tease me, huh?
With respect to this incident, what is your plan for posting on the Lofu's Ghostly Grove? Since it concerns the seat of divine foresight, I am hoping you could.
Well, about that. Let me discuss it with him first. Is everyone okay with this?
Thanks for covering for me. I'm so embarrassed.
All's well that ends well. We should hurry back and lock up Hyra in the evil binding matrix. They're a dangerous one. I'm afraid they might escape.
Well then, Yan Qing and I will take our leave now.
All right, let's get out of here.
That was a big risk, Miss Sushang.
Actually, I'm well aware of my own limits. If it weren't for Yanqing resisting that heliobus, maybe I wouldn't have been able to hold on until you brought reinforcements.
Come to think of it, we only needed one person to fetch reinforcements. Why didn't we get him to stay behind with you? And why didn't you ask?
It's kinda embarrassing, but I was caught up in the moment. I guess I never thought it through.
Sometimes I wonder whether your head's screwed on right. We need to take you to the Alchemy Commission for a checkup.
Maybe, but my actions kept everyone safe, and that's what matters. Miss Hoa needed someone to look out for her, and little Kuei's just a civilian. You shouldn't be putting yourself in risky situations. As for him, he's a distinguished guest of the seat of divine foresight. If anything were to happen to him, it could turn into a diplomatic crisis. After weighing things up in my head, it made the most sense for only me to stay put.
If I still had my tail, I wouldn't be slowing everyone down.
Sorry, Hoa. I didn't think it through. You were never a burden.
It's not your fault, Miss Sushang. It's just... I've been wondering... how can someone average like me keep up with the affairs of the 10 Lords Commission without my tail? Forget it. We should get some rest. There could be even bigger dangers waiting for us tomorrow.
All remains as it did yesterday.
Wait, so you're still reading traditional literature?
Things of days past are shaped anew through the years.
We wish you good luck.
I taste some malice in the air. The moon shines on the truth. Stand down.
A blade knows your end approaches.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight. Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Give me strength!
Unnecessary.
Stand down.
The fight is set.
Blade of moonlight.
I'm scared!
Stay put, get them!
I failed to send you.
Stay put! Get them!
Let's be friends.
The fight is set. That paradise, savor it for me.
Blade of moonlight. Same old tricks. Where there are people, there is noise.
set.
Unworthy. Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
I'm looking at the reply. See? Here. Miss Hanya said she's on her way.
It appears we are all present. The Spiritfarers who were supposed to report to Huohuo mentioned they didn't see her today. I'll get straight to the point. I have no idea where Huohuo may be. However, if we combine our efforts, we may be able to piece together some clues. Each of you are close to Huohuo. Did you notice anything unusual about her yesterday? Since becoming a judge, Huohuo has often thought about resigning. She thinks she might not be cut out for the task. If you ask me, after she lost Tail, I think her urge to resign became even more apparent.
What if Huahua came across a lead today? Something that sounded like Tails doing. Knowing her, she's probably gone looking for him.
And yet, she didn't come to any of us for help. That's not like her. Given the type of person she is, if she did have any clues, she would seek out our help. If she hasn't shared anything with us, it means there is only one possibility. Right. Maybe someone deceived her with news about Tail. Told her she could only go alone. Sounds like a trick some nasty kidnapper would use. Cirrus. The only one who may have knowledge of Tail's whereabouts is Cirrus, whose plans were foiled due to Tail's actions.
Even if Cirrus doesn't know where Tail is, given the shared history, they wouldn't hesitate to cause trouble.
Let's go. We must try to squeeze some answers out of Cirrus.
Well. Insects who don't know when to quit. I sense you have questions. Go on. Ask away.
Huahua is missing, and I'm willing to bet you know something about it.
How careless. Your companion vanishes right under your noses, and you fail to notice. Why am I the one you're pestering?
The Ten Lords' Commission might not be able to completely eradicate the Heliobi, but we have plenty of ways of dealing with them.
Oh, how threatening. Save your breath. I know your tactics. Let's cut to the chase. I do know something about it.
I knew it!
Believe it or not, while you were distracted, she came and found me. She asked me if I knew where Mr. Tail was, and I simply gave her a clue. She searched high and low, but came back empty-handed, of course. If only you could have seen her expression, simultaneously terrified and desperate to know more. Utterly hilarious. In the end, I became fed up with her constant nagging. I told her that her beloved Tail had splintered and been reduced to an ember without a single memory. You should have seen her face! Oh, does it hurt? You'll be pleased to know I didn't drag out the suffering. I told her that her tail was hiding in Cloudford, preparing to flee the Xianzhou on a star skiff. I also told her that the Ten Lords Commission was in the process of recapturing all the Heliobi. If she were to turn to you for help, Mr. Tail would be imprisoned, even if she managed to find him. Looks like she took the bait.
Lies! You can't possibly know where Tail disappeared to.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But I have no doubt about one thing. My friends are ready and waiting for her in Cloudford. You should have faith in your friend. Perhaps Huahua is safe and sound. Perhaps she managed to subdue the Heliobi. If you rush to Cloudford, there's still a chance you might find her.
Not good. Let's head to Cloudford quickly.
The paperwork will have to wait. I'm coming with you.
Still here, huh? Then I guess you're not too concerned about your friend.
Since when did Fixstral Garden become so eerie?
What do we do now? I'll go get help from the Alchemy Commission.
Hold on. Let me take a look at her. She's unresponsive. It looks like a heliobus has taken control of her mind. This isn't just a heliobus illusion. It's a complete sensory barrier, cutting off the individual from the outside world. In this case, even the harmonic chime won't work. This isn't something the healers at the Alchemy Commission can handle. I'll take Huohuo back to the Ten Lords Commission. Perhaps they'll have an answer. As for now, I'm temporarily suspending the activities of the ghost hunting squad. But the situation has changed completely. Without the assistance of a judge, continuing would place all of you in grave danger, defeating the purpose of the squad. But Miss Hanya, this is to save our friend. I know. I understand. But please, let the Ten Lords Commission deal with this. We'll find a way to extract this heliobus from Huohuo. Miss Hanya, tell me straight. Does the Ten Lords Commission actually have a solution? Yeah! Cirrus is bound to know what this heliobus is up to.
No, we shouldn't do what they expect us to do. They've been manipulating us from Fixtrol Garden all along. We need to find out what they really want before we go any further.
We are not completely out of options. It might be possible to use another heliobus to drive out the one that seized Huohuo's mind. But why would a heliobus ever want to help people? Wait, Miss Hanya, do you mean to say that... I've been keeping tail here all along. What?
Don't look so surprised, young lady.
Surprised? Huohuo has been worried sick trying to find you, and now something else has gone after her.
You flaming furball! What the heck is going on? Did you know about this the whole time, Miss Hanya? As per our rules, any free-roaming heliobus must be sealed away. I was merely following protocol. Besides, it was Tail who requested this.
It's a long story. I only recall a moment during that fateful night when my consciousness was on the verge of shattering into a million pieces. Time stood still. I watched myself parting from Ignomar, drifting without purpose. Then, before I knew what had happened, the girl had retrieved me, and a judge of the Ten Lords Commission had sealed me within a tail. I believe you humans call this kind of thing an end-of-life experience. But why would a heliobus experience one of those? Ridiculous. Since I'd slipped the leash, I thought I might as well change bodies and savor a bit of freedom. But then...
Lucky for you, you met me.
My luck took a sour turn when I ran into this demoness. I mean, judge. When I was with Huohuo, she'd constantly rant about me, whining about all the problems I'd caused her, how I'd ruined her life. It was only after I vanished that she realized she'd taken my power for granted. I wanted to hear her cry about it. So, in a fit of anger, I had this demon, judge, imprison me in the gourd.
You had your wish. Now, I'm offering you a chance to regain your freedom. Not by letting you go, but by going back to the way things were. Do we have a deal? Can I trust you, Tail?
Of course! We're pretty much co-workers at this point. So, all I have to do is possess Hua Hua and take out those other pesky Heliobi, right? Time to give this heedless creature a reality check. It's exorcism o'clock!
Where am I? Tail, are you here? I feel like I've been possessed. Tail, is that you? Oh no. No, it can't be him. Tail always said only the most privileged are worthy of being his host. Stop overthinking, Hua. What should I do now? Mom? Is this an illusion? Mom, what are you doing here? I've missed you so much!
Stay back! Don't come any closer! I don't know who you are, but you're not my Hua Hua. Keep that filthy thing you're carrying away from me.
But I'm still me. I'm the one in control.
It's just a matter of time before it takes control of you. I'm sorry, Hua Hua. Your father and I had no choice but to send you to the Ten Lords Commission. Oh, it's best if you pretend we never existed.
Hey, I remember you.
Hua's tail is all singed. It looks like a giant sparkler. Stay away from us, monster! Trying to make us feel sorry for you? I can't stand people who do that.
I'm not trying to make you feel sorry for me.
I heard your parents don't want you anymore. You should be the one feeling sorry. We shouldn't be talking to a monster anyway. Let's get out of here.
But I'm not a monster. What should I do? Tail. Tail? How are you still here? I see now. You're leaving me too. Everyone always leaves me. I don't want to be alone. Not again.
I haven't left!
Please, Tail. No more words. I can't bear to see you fade away.
Are you a judge or not? This heliobus is distorting your perceptions. Get a grip. Resist them.
They've all gone. All abandoned me.
All gone? Just watch me. I'll drag them all back.
Everyone will leave. They always do, eventually.
What about your ghost hunting buddies?
They aren't here.
What about those 10 Lords fogies?
They aren't here.
You have me, don't you? Just wait. I'm going to bring everyone here. Let's bring this one back.
Hua Hua, I'm sorry. It's better that you pretend Mom and Dad are no longer here.
How can your own flesh and blood be so heartless? These humans. Bring this one back.
Why does Hua Hua get so much attention? I'm gonna get everyone to ignore her.
Ugh, the behavior of these brats is astounding.
This tail is just so creepy. It glows like some sort of torch. Gross!
Hey, wanna lose a hand? Whoa, look! I brought everyone back for you.
Who's back?
Whoa, our precious girl. Mom and Dad shouldn't have left you all alone. Whoa, I'm sorry. I was just jealous that your tail is cooler than mine. Well, I've always dreamed about having such a cool tail. Why don't you come play with me?
Oh, they're only here because you possessed them and made them come back. This isn't what I meant.
Oh, come on. You wanted them to return. They returned.
Tail? You're not an illusion. Oh, you're here! You're actually Tail! Where have you been all this time? I thought you were already...
Dead? Well, I haven't exactly had a picnic. Exploding into countless shards, being your shadow for all those rotten years. It's about time I had some good luck. I thought about getting out of here, but I couldn't shake the feeling there was something wrong. So I came back to see if you could manage on your own or if you were still a scaredy cat.
I'm sorry. I guess I still am.
No, you're selling yourself short. You're daring. How you had the courage to do something so dangerous amazes me. It's not bravery you lack, but sense.
What other choice did I have? I suspected that Cirrus was deceiving me, but the thought of losing you forever was... unbearable.
Forget about all that. I'm here now. But... did everyone really leave you because of me?
But you came back for me. And that's all I need.
Well, since you put it like that, I suppose I have nothing to feel guilty about anymore. Well, somebody needs to keep you out of trouble. Speaking of which, there's a pesky Heliobus lurking right here. I'm coming for you. Don't even think about escaping.
We're in trouble now. 1,000 wonders. Fight as one.
Can you find the answer?
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon. Heavens, rise.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Unscathed. Suppress.
Yeah, I'll go eat feeling spiffy.
Heaven, sir. Break.
You're awake! Seems like Tail's operation was a success!
Madame Hanya, Miss Gui, Sushang, and Mr. Trailblazer. Oh, thank you. All of you. Are you the ones who brought Tail back?
Well, where would we be without our squad leader? We had to help.
Oh, so Scaredy Cat is squad leader. Well, look at you.
That's just what Miss Gwainifin calls me.
Well, Tail actually does belong to Miss Huahua.
Excuse me?
Despite Cirrus's scheming and calculating, they clearly didn't expect Tail to return to Huahua. Their plan to kidnap her was an utter failure. If they saw Huahua as she is now, it would break their will.
Madam Hanya,
Urgent news from Fixtral Garden! The subdued Heliobi are stirring again!
Cirrus may not know the location of Tail, but they still figured out a way to divert everyone's attention. Cirrus may come across as hot-headed and impulsive, but under the surface, they are actually full of guile. No wonder they like to use analogies such as pawns and chess to describe people. One momentary lapse of concentration, and suddenly we find ourselves backed into a corner. It looks like the end game that General Jing Yuan has been trying to avoid is fast approaching. Sushang, please head to the seat of Divine Foresight and fetch the General. Let's hurry back to Fixtral Garden now, while there's still a chance to turn things around. It's time to teach Cirrus a lesson.
The moon shines on the truth.
If it isn't the judges at the Ten Lords Commission, sluggish as ever. Oh, and is that Mr. Tail? Back to being a guard dog, I see. How delightful! This calls for a celebration. Still, after our last encounter, I've no intention of including you in my plans. To see Ignimar's most powerful fragment now burdened with emotions pains me. It's a pity, but you've become expendable.
Who are you calling expendable?
The Ten Lords Commission's matrix is still intact. The Heliobi cannot leave Fixtral Garden. You may think you have the upper hand, but you're nothing more than a caged animal. You will never leave here.
Leave? That was never my plan. I came to Fixtral Garden for one reason and one reason alone. To fight the LeFou's formidable general? He seemed fond of playing the waiting game. I merely capitalized on that. While you were all out on a wild goose chase, I rallied other Heliobi to my cause, thereby increasing my strength. Thanks to all of you, I've amassed the power of every Heliobus sealed within Fixtral Garden. All I need to do now is wait for the General to make his grand entrance. Before that happens, I should keep my end of the bargain. Destroying you without leaving a trace. Time to...
That paradise. This may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
I can't do this!
Forward!
A blade knows no. Your end approaches.
A mere pawn.
Later, moonlight, all will be revealed. In the lunar flame.
1,000 wonders to fight as one!
Ready for death? Unscathed.
Fail to send you.
Damage. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Yeah! I'm gonna hold everyone back and
Get them!
Unscathed.
Time to suffer.
Suppress. Nowhere to run. Mission failed.
It's not over.
They keep on coming back for more. What should we do, Tail?
Take it easy, kid. Heliobi might lack physical form, but they're not impervious to physical attacks. Cirrus is merely putting on a brave face. The moment they sense even a hint of defeat, it's over. They'll break into pieces regardless of how powerful they are.
So, just like what happened to Ignimar, once a Heliobus realizes they're going to lose, they'll shatter?
Exactly. And if there's anyone who can cause Cirrus to shatter, it's him.
So, General, you finally decided to show up. Ready to face the music?
Defeat my army and I'll give you the rematch you seek. My words hold true. As I mentioned previously, when Tang Xiao and Ignimar fought, the scales were balanced. But for you, Cirrus, this game was never about fairness, was it? And yet here we are. My power decidedly outmatches yours. Notions of rules and equal competition are mere illusions. Now, if you don't mind, allow me to show you how the endgame is played.
I can't do this!
Forward!
Stand down.
Time to suffer.
Too little. I will dispatch. Your end approaches. Savor it for me.
Tedious. Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Fail to send you.
1,000 wonders to fight as one!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Ready for death? Unscathed. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Accept your defeat. You are bested.
Unnecessary.
Time to suffer.
Nowhere to run.
It's not over. The fate of humans means nothing to me. We play by our own set of rules.
Checkmate.
I concede.
Good.
I am no Ignimar. I'm nothing. Nothing more than a faint flicker.
I know of no faint flicker that could strategize such a fierce battle against one of the Rainbow Arbiter's generals.
Listening to a winner feign humility is enough to make one sick.
The Heliobi may reflect our desires, but their fervent blaze is undeniably awe-inspiring. Neither General Tang Xiao nor myself would deride such a foe.
I have been bested. It's true. I only sought to lock horns with you regardless of victory or defeat. Next
is eternal punishment. For an inextinguishable flame such as yourself, I see no punishment more fitting than to see you confined to a vacant abyss, forever lamenting your past transgressions. Such is the fate that awaits you, Cirrus.
So be it. Mountains will crumble, oceans will evaporate, but the Heliobi will always be there, patiently waiting for their day of freedom. And that day will come. As long as the generals of the Xianzhou live, my battle against them will continue. Until the stars themselves burn out.
Cirrus's will to fight has been shattered. They can no longer pose a threat. Considering that everything here is now under control, I'll take my leave. Not at all. You have been of great assistance these past days. And for that, I express my gratitude. But the heliobus we dealt with will not be easily dismissed. Given sufficient time, and regardless of how slim the odds are, they will someday break the seal that binds them. However, that concern will fall to the generals of the future. One cannot help but wonder how many Lawfu generals this fragment of Ignimar will face in times to come. Speaking purely from the perspective of a warrior, I must say, I feel somewhat envious. In my estimation, this heliobus was not an overwhelming problem for you. Besides, each of you has appeared to gain something from this series of events. This excursion was not an official matter. I didn't report it to the councilors. What remains of it will be left to the 10 Lords Commission. And once matters have concluded, I believe everyone present will be duly rewarded. And as for you and the young Miss Guinaifen, rest assured you won't be shortchanged. You see, helping the general of the Lawfu does have its perks. It's time I took my leave. Farewell.
You're here. I've just finished reinscribing the seal on Huohuo's tail. Next, it's time to address the matter of Cirrus.
What do you know? This is between me and the Ten Lords Commission. A non-aggression pact, if you like.
According to the Ten Lords, Tail must be supervised by a judge. I'll make sure to take good care of Mr. Tail.
Let's see who takes care of who.
Besides, when Mr. Tail isn't around, the other Heliobi pick on me. I feel safer when Tail is here.
Other Heliobi? I'm the only Heliobus you need to worry about.
Well then, I will take care of the Cirrus situation. As for what gets written in the Lawfu's ghostly grove, I'll leave that up to you. One more thing. Don't forget to seal the Heliobi within the evil binding matrix.
Yes, ma'am.
Since when did Fixstrom Garden?
Everyone on the siege.
I wrote to my mom about the recent monster slaying and demon fighting stuff I've been doing for the Ten Lords Commission.
What did you tell her?
I told her I went toe-to-toe with the sword-fighting prodigy Yanqing and held my own against fragments of Ignamar, but all she did was scold me for getting into trouble. Do you think she was being sarcastic? What could be more important than protecting the Xianzhou from the threat of Heliobi?
Quit worrying, Sushong. You've been an awesome squad member and a very talented sleepyhead. Now, let's think about what to publish on Ghostly Grove. This is huge news. This post will definitely boost our following.
Always on the hunt for more followers.
It's called professionalism, all right? I'm counting on you.
The ghost hunting squad can now rest easy for a while. Speaking as a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, I must thank you all for the dedication you've shown these past few days. You really minimized the impact of the Heliobi crisis. There may have been a few Heliobi that slipped through the net, but they are of no major concern.
Leave them to us. I don't want to brag, but our articles on Ghostly Grove are the talk of the town. If we suddenly stopped uploading, it'd be pretty unfair to our audience.
Miss Gui.
Madam Hanya, please let little Gui carry on uploading. I can't fall asleep without browsing Ghostly Grove before bed.
You seem pretty set on this, so I won't stand in your way. However, bear in mind that...
Don't worry. We promise not to make your job any harder than it already is.